So we just arrived at the Banksy Museum in Barcelona. Now this Banksy Museum, it's not, I don't think there's any original Banksys here. What they are different artists, a collaboration with different artists. And I believe Banksy was involved in that collaboration. So to get out of the heat, because it's getting warm out there, we're gonna go through the Banksy exhibit and see what there is to see. And we all love Banksy. Anybody that knows his art loves him. So here's an example. So my daughter is an artist, and she and her boyfriend love Banksy. So I consider this as kind of my little tribute to my daughter coming here. In Barcelona, there's a stretch of road that goes from the Columbus Memorial all the way up, straight up through the city. They call it the Ramblers. And there's actually a full name for it, but that's what I call it. It's Rambla D something. I'll look that up later. You'll see it down below. But this is one of the big walking areas, especially during the evening. You just have to be careful here because there are pickpockets and things like that, but it's still a great experience. But just keep your guard up a little bit. So I'm going to show you some of the Ramblers. So there's all kinds of vendors here. There's artists who are doing caricatures, guys selling little helicopters that shoot up in the air and such. But the experience is a great experience to come down here. Here's a caricature artist.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
As you can see. Another one. So there's a whole bunch of them up in a row here. And they're all doing caricatures and art, things like that. Selling bracelets. All right.
Barcelona, estació de França. Via 2. Barcelona, estació de França. Via 2. Barcelona, estació de França. Via 2.
Oh yeah. So hey everybody, we just got on the train headed to Sitges, which is a small little beach city or beach town, and it has a lot of great beaches. We're going to try to get some snorkeling in. Okay, so we just got off the train and we're making our way down to the Med, which is, we're pretty sure, straight ahead. And then we're gonna find a place to set up camp and enjoy the day at the beach. So this is a quaint, this is like, how do I describe this? It's like a little city, a little port city, European style. These nice alleys, as you can see in back of me, and a lot of cafes like everything else in a tourist town. And it'll be interesting to see what we have for beaches. I see water right now, so we're coming up on it. Okay, so check out this beach. It's a beauty, and we're on one side, but we're over here on the other side. Beautiful beach. I don't think we're going to get much snorkeling here. My understanding is the snorkeling is better on the north side of Barcelona. So we've arrived here. It's a beautiful beach, nice sand, and in a minute we're going to go ahead and get changed into our suits for bathing, and then we're going to go ahead and head over and take a dip in the water, see how nice it is. Hey everybody, I'm coming at you from Sitges, Spain, at the Sitges beach, which is an awesome beach area. And we took the train here from Barcelona. It costs about $10 round trip. It's about a 40-minute ride. Once you get to Sitges, you go ahead and walk from the train station down here, and it's about a 5 to 10-minute walk tops. And beautiful beach. You can see all around me. I'm standing at the lifeguard station, which I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see it. And it's a beautiful church overlooking one side of the beach. So let's go ahead and give you a shot here. So here you see the lifeguard with the lifeguard over here, and up here you got this beautiful church overlooking, and here's the town of Sitges, and all you can see is the front buildings, but it goes way up on the hill. It kind of has a slope. You can see a little bit of the hilly area up and back of here, and here's the other beach, and you can see the beaches just keep going on and on with these little jetties, I guess those are called, that come out, man-made jetties, and it goes all the way down. I'm not sure the name of that. A pier, stone pier, maybe. But the lifeguard's here pretty busy. The lifeguard here is pretty busy because the surfboarders are allowed to go in this area here, and then the swimmers and the bathers are out. And he's constantly whistling. He's constantly whistling to keep the surface out of the bathing area. So he's pretty busy here. And it's pretty windy today. And I hope you're not picking up wind right now. See if I can get out of it a little bit. It's pretty windy here, but the wind is warm and the water is beautiful. The water's about 77 degrees. So it's really nice. And I don't think, once we got here, we got ourselves a nice little sandwich at this little cafe. This cafe is right on the beach right here. I got a nice egg sandwich for breakfast, and it was a late breakfast, so it was more like a brunch. So what we did is we came in and we got a beach chair for €10, and now we're parked on beach chairs for the whole day. And so maybe I'll get some footage later of walking up through the town. But so far, so good on this beautiful day in Sitges, Spain. Wow, we're just leaving the beach. What a day on the beach. That was beautiful there. Got warm enough we actually got umbrellas. Full day of sun. The water was beautiful. And now we're heading back up to the train station here in Sitges. I'm going to give you a shot of the alleyway. So this is the path going up toward the train station. And as you can see, it's kind of uphill a little bit. So the train station sits at the top of the hill. My traveling companions back here, coming up, doing their thing. John and Susan. So yeah, now we're gonna head back to the apartment, get cleaned up and head on back out. Trying to squeak in everything we can in Barcelona in these few days we're here. What a great day at the beach today. What a great day. Now I'm back on the Ramblas. We're headed over to a good tapas place that we found online. We're hoping that it's as good as it said online. And so that's what we're doing. We're headed to a good tapas place. And if you've never had tapas, they're we'll call them appetizers. They're like appetizers, but they're more than appetizers. So it's pretty cool that is such a big deal here, is the tapas. And so what John and Sue did is they looked up online and they found this tapas place, and we figured, well, let's go check it out. So that's where we're headed. Check out this alley. All right, so what's the name of this place?
Prado de Flores.
Okay, so we found this tapas place, Prado de Flores.
Great.
And we just sat down. One thing I've never had here, and it's a big drink here in Barcelona, is vermouth. Now, I don't think it's the same vermouth you get in America. And this place we are at right now makes their own vermouth. So I asked if I could get a sample of it, and the gentleman brought me this glass. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Wow. It's almost like sangria. It's like a port wine, but cold. Not as thick as port. It's very. That's the closest thing I could tell you. Is like a port wine, but it's very good. It's stronger. Boy, it's hard to decide. It's good. Hold on, Johnny is going to try it. Give it a slug. Good. Yeah. And here goes Sue. You got to give it a good slug.
It's not bad.
And there you go. I think what we have here is 3 converts to Barcelona vermouth. Now this vermouth is made on it's homemade. I don't know if it's made on the premises, but the restaurant makes their own vermouth. And this is, I can see why this is a really good summer drink. A lot of people talk about this being really good on a hot day, and I can see why. And as you can see, it has a bit of orange in there. Really, really good. It's like a cross between sangria and port wine. Okay, so we got our tapas here. I'll show you what we have.
Could you also bring me a beer, please?
Beer. One.
Yeah.
Okay, perfecto.
So what we have is brie, olives, potato bravas, and some, what we know is prosciutto, but pan e tomato. Pan e tomato. Tomate.
Yes, please.
So,
And Easter.
this is,
And we're waiting for calamari.
and we also have some calamari coming, but this is like the first course. This is between 3 people. And we're probably gonna get some croquettes and maybe some a meat sauce like sausage or something. That would be good. And I also have a nice glass of sangria here. Not too bad.
We're waiting on the beef.
That vermouth was a tough act to follow, I'll tell you that. That vermouth was good. All right, I'm gonna dig in a little bit and see how this is. Okay, we're gonna do a little sharing in the experience here. This is the bread with tomato, pan e tomato.
It's delicious.
Good. It's very, very fresh tomato spread. Very fresh. Now, we also have these olives, which over here, in certain places, you see the olive trees growing. So these are about as fresh as it gets, and they're really good. These do have pits in them, so you got to deal with that.
So don't bite hard.
Very good, very good. I think the highlight here has got to be this brie. It's like a fried brie, and it comes with some grape jam or grape jelly. And I'll tell you, check this out. I'm gonna get a little bit of grape jelly with that. This stuff.
Gracias.
Wow.
What's your glasses, honey?
That's different. Never had that. And we also just got some calamari.
And there's your meatballs.
And we have meatballs. Let's lift the lid up on that. So we also have some nice meatballs. I'm gonna try the calamari. This is fresh. That's a little hot. I'm gonna hold off on the calamari. So we're gonna keep eating here. I don't want to go over every item, but this is the way. This is a great way to eat here in Barcelona, having these tapas. And right now, basically, we're having like a 7-course, 6-course meal. And
Can I get a little?
we're gonna, because this is tomorrow's our last full day in Barcelona, so we're trying to squeak out every minute of time we have here. And Barcelona is a great eating town. And these tapas define the experience of eating here, because you can get so much. You can get so many great flavors within a short period of time. It's just great. So, how's those meatballs? How's the meatball? Have anybody tried the meatball?
Here you go.
No? Okay.
Get a picture of that. It's got potatoes in it too.
Yeah. So it has potatoes in it too, so. Apparently these guys are illegal vendors, so when they see the cops coming, they quickly pull their act together. They pull these, they have sheets, so they have rope tied to all 4 corners. And what happens is when the cops come, they pull it up and they get out of here. Pretty interesting. So.